You clicked on this video probably because you want to understand why should we be disciplined. Considering the fact that it has been almost like a trend to become more disciplined, to get rich, get girls, monk mode, winter arc. Different people are talking different things about all of this. I'm just a guy that kind of got interested into getting better, and I want to share my humble view about all of this. Besides, as I have become more disciplined myself, I might have some useful insights for anybody who wants it. Firstly, I want to define what discipline means. Discipline means doing something difficult despite not feeling like it. In context of self-development, this is very important because self-development requires action, and if you are not feeling like it, only discipline can make you do the action, right? In other words, this is a practice for mind and for character to build self-control. Now, why is this relevant? It is relevant because we have goals, right? Um, the practice of goal setting is one of its kind and it's crucial in order to achieve anything. It is exactly as if you were on a ship without any point to ship towards. I want to share a little bit of my story. So, during my first year of university, because I'm in university, I study law, I failed at some of the exams. And unfortunately, I wasn't a good student back then because what happened was that I didn't study well. So I had to rewrite those exams in future, right? What happened was that I was at the point that I almost got kicked out of university because um, I just had to rewrite so many exams, which normally would be a problem because there is like a limit that of the exams I can rewrite, right? However, what happened was that I actually logged in and I disciplined myself to study more. I set the right goals. I literally wrote on my paper that I would pass those exams. And what I started doing is actually finding the right things to do, meaning actually studying and not just like kind of studying, you know what I mean? And yes, so taking book, taking notes, and repeating the information, remembering it, and writing it on the exam. And I'm in my second year now. I still have some exams to rewrite. However, it is getting better, and I've already seen how discipline can make a difference in what you do. Because it is something that you don't want to do, you don't feel like doing, but you're doing it anyway, right? That's the point of the story, and that's the thing that actually helped me and is still helping, and it will help in future whenever I need it. What it all comes down to is that you want to know what you want. When you know what you want and you are starting to take action towards the thing you want, everything else becomes easier. It becomes like aligned towards the thing you are striving for, right? If you don't write down on paper the thing you want or things you want, I wouldn't go with more than three, but obviously the less the better. If you have just one thing that you can prioritize, that's perfect. Obviously, that's for a season or a period of time, not forever. And then, of course, we come to the execution. So obviously now you know what you want, and the next thing is taking action, the right action to achieve it. All I'm saying is that you need to find like a task, the one thing that moves the needle towards getting the thing you want. For example, if I am talking strictly about exams in my university, then what would make me pass those exams is simply studying, is getting the notes or the books and getting through all of them, studying them, remembering the information, and then, of course, going to the exam and passing it. Obviously, if you want to make money, then recording, for example, YouTube videos or whatever you do, so trading or dropshipping, I don't really like those models, but if you do that, then obviously consider finding the right task which would move the needle, almost like a 80-20 rule, right? The 20% of things that do the 80% of actions, and freeing up space that is irrelevant towards the goal. Following this scheme will allow you to getting what you want, getting better, getting girls, getting rich, and all of the other things, right? If you want to climb mountains, then of course that is also a thing, right? Now, coming back to the topic of discipline. This is relevant because in order to achieve those goals, as I stated, you need discipline. And you can only do that by building it. So I know it all sounds cliche. However, what I want to communicate to you is that answering the question from the topic of the video, why should we be disciplined? And I don't want to sound like I know all the answers, because obviously that's not true. I don't know all the answers, but I do know this, that if you want to achieve something, you need to discipline yourself to do it. Many people in the current day lack focus. Attention is very valuable nowadays. And in order to channel your attention to the right things, you need to be deliberate, right? And you can be deliberate by, for example, doing small actions, small things during the day. For those morning routines, they are almost like a meme, right? And people may laugh from the people who meditate or journal or take care of their sleep. They don't do drugs, then they don't smoke or drink. Those people are winning it. I could literally you know, talk about journals and shit, but it doesn't matter, right? In all of that, what matters is you. It's your character. It's who you are and what you are doing. Your action determines everything. There is this quote from The Dark Knight. It doesn't matter who you are underneath it, your actions. It is your action that matters, right? This is like Rachel to Bruce Wayne. My point from all of this video is simply to build yourself, build your character, so that you are the person that is able to achieve the things you want. You can do that by taking the right actions, building small habits, and setting goals. So aligning everything you do to the thing you desire. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one, and if you like this, subscribe, like, comment, and goodbye.